Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus here on another beautiful day in Asha. Today, I want to talk about the difference from magic and magi magic. And it's not like verse. I mean, each have their place, but I just want you to know the difference and why I choose magi magic. Now, most of the stories that you guys love, that we tell that are exciting, that's just magic, right? But with magic, it's usually because you've got yourself in a situation where you need magic, you need a miracle, right? Or something terrible might happen. You're gonna, someone's gonna get hurt. You need healing. You're gonna lose your house. Just you need that magic, that miracle. I prefer to live in magi magic, which is you are just in attunement with prosperity, and it is you, and it comes to you, right? You're in alignment for it. It's resonance. It rushes to you. People think, "Oh my God, how are you so lucky?" In everything you do, everything you put your hand to is blessed, right? Health. It's that place where you are divine life and health. And death is nowhere to be found. Sickness and disease dies when it touches you. Everyone around you is getting sick, but you don't seem to be affected by it. That's that magi magic. And that's what I want to talk about today. I'm so excited to share it with you because sometimes I think to myself, oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to be sharing some of these things because a lot of this stuff, and the reason I say that is because if you just tell someone something and they don't figure it out for themselves, they'll just reject it a lot of the time. And now they kind of put up a wall, a block to that truth. And so I'm always very careful about the information I give because people have already formed a judgment of what they think that is, right? And so I don't want them building even more walls. And so I try to subtly feed them these truths in a way that they can start to think it out and feel it out and speak to spirit themselves for it. And because if you know that God told you something, that highest principle of spirit, God good, tells you something, you're able to receive it that way. And so that's what I try to do. But today, I woke up this morning, and so you guys know, I in that place between awake and asleep is where Spirit speaks to me, and Spirit was giving me the green light. Let's do this, and so I'm so excited. So we're going to talk about many things, and if you're meant to hear it, you've probably found this channel. We're not a big channel, and then if you stay to the end and get the whole thing, then this was definitely for you. If not, it's okay. I love you so much. I pray the best for your life. I know good things are coming to you because you're a seeker. So I want to talk about our holy prayer, Hashem Vahu. All the magic that you're looking for is in that prayer. This tiny little prayer. That's what I love about the Magi and Zoroastrianism. Everything is so simple. But there again, there's that subtlety hidden in there that I've been given permission to reveal to you. Okay, so the prayer, it's real short. It's Hashem Vahu Vahastem Esti Ushta Esti Ushta Amai Yatashai Vestai Hashem. Now, on the surface, it is do right just because it's right, not for a reward. The deeper meaning, there's three parts. I know you guys know this, but for the new people, let me just cover it again. When 1/3 of that is prayed, you partner with the all-good God, the all-good Spirit, because there's a lot of energies, spirits, deities, gods, devils, demons, whatever out there, many different names. And some of them are just not very good. Some are mixed. Some are love and hate, peace and war. We're here at the Magi. We're connecting with that pure spirit because we don't want to be at peace and war. We don't want to be healthy and sick. We don't want to be broke and rich. We just want to live in that Magi magic where we're in the perfect creator's perfect idea that we call Asha, heaven on earth. Where I mean, guys, I live in heaven on earth. As a matter of fact, before I made this video, I was just out walking around the property, and it's so lush, and that morning smell, and there was a breeze, and it's just, it's literally heaven on earth. And the sun was coming through the trees, and I'm just spending time with Spirit, and life is a beautiful, beautiful gift. And it's Asha. It's the perfect Creator's perfect idea that we're meant to live in. It's a peace. And in this atmosphere of peace, Almighty, it's an actual Spirit that lives in me and around me. And this peace has become me because I attune all that I am to this peace. My friends, and I don't even have to be here on my property, even though it's strongest here. But I can go elsewhere and take this peace with me. I can change atmospheres. That's Magi magic. My friends, it's a light that darkness flees from. It's a love so pure that hate, fear, greed doesn't affect this. So, Shem Vahu, the first part of it, 1/3 of it is prayed. You're partnering with that all good Spirit, that all good God. When 2/3 is prayed, you're partnering with your family of light, which we call the Magi that were, are, and shall be. And there's power in that. That's your spirit guides. Well, and I've shared, I won't go into all the stories, there's so much I want to talk about, but they watch your back and your front and your side and your up and your down. It's beautiful. It's a good thing. When the prayer is finished, every spell that has ever been and ever will be spoken of the Magi and the good spirits, they become yours. And then when you decree and declare, that whole family of light and Spirit himself is praying with you. That their energy is your energy is their energy, and it's quite powerful. It's quite beautiful. So, we pray Hashem Vahu. We partner with the All Good Spirit, the Magi, all the spells become ours. Now here's where the connection takes place. The subtlety here. On the surface, it's do right because it's right, not expecting a reward for it. We're attuning ourselves, right? In magic, we need something now. I need money right now. I need protection right now. I need you to heal this person right now, or they're going to die, right? That's not what this is about. We're not trying to get something. We're attuning. We're aligning. We're just living. We're thinking right. We're speaking right. We're tuning ourselves for that love that is Asha. You know, I never ask Asha for anything. And you better get this, Magi. Do not ever ask Asha for anything. Asha, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, is about attuning yourself. Now, God, good, I beg out all the time, right? Even though I'm confident, right? You know, and I say, I decree and declare, but there's sometimes I'm just begging out, God, help me, right? Jesus, I'm like, Jesus, please, you know, that's fine. And that happens a lot. But with Asha, right? Asha, that Holy Spirit, you know, I always use this, protect the child, right? I think of her, that Holy Spirit is a child, that I'm protecting that frequency. That's my job, to protect Asha, to hold that frequency of love and not let anyone change my love with their hate and their darkness. So I'm keeping her strong. And as I do that, that's where my strength comes from, because we are one. When I'm that powerful love and light and that truth, that capital T truth, that real above all real, the lion illusion just flees. There's no begging. When you're attuned with Asha, my friends, there is no praying as in begging, right? It's just attunement. It's alignment. And we're doing that because it's right. We're being loved because it's right. We're being the joy and the kindness and the goodness just because it's right. Not expecting anything, but we know that when we are that, right? When you are that light, the darkness cannot enter. And that's where the power of that Magi magic comes from. Our job as the Magi, the order of the Magi, the blue dragons, Zoroastrians, is to strengthen Asha. It talks about that all over the Avesta. That when the good spirit and Asha is strengthened and living over a community, right? The devils are weak. And when health is strong, sickness is weak. When life is strong, death is weak, right? When love is strong, hate, fear, greed, war, those things, they're weak. Okay, now when people bring in those Jehovah's and Allahs and war gods and Shiva the destroyers, and they're strong in a community, right? It weakens in that area. They can't actually weaken the spirit of God good or Asha, right? But it's weakened their experience because they can choose the life they want for themselves and their community, right? And so we as the Magi, our job is not to get anything from Asha, but to give her life. Everything we do, like when we give to St. Jude's Hospital or we feed the hungry, we do it in the name of Asha, right? When we light a white candle to Asha, you know, we're just offering energy. Asha, live. Asha, live in me, and then I live in you. When the Holy Spirit, the perfect Creator's perfect idea lives in you and is you, you live in it. Is this making sense to you guys? Another thing we do at the Order of the Magi in protecting Asha. So the Asha, it's the spirit of truth. It's the real. There's so many things. We talk about Asha as being a child that we protect, but we also see her as the goddess, right? And that we worship and we give life and power and praise. And that's why you'll see in our prayers, we say Asha. Asha is above gods, devils, and men, right? We're protecting her. We're putting her above those things because there are bad people out there, you know, and they'll try to enslave gods and demons and energies for their own selfish needs, right? Very toxic relationships. Like they try to enslave them and make them do things, right? We put Asha where she cannot be touched. Her name cannot be touched. It doesn't matter about these warring, false, mixed monster gods, devils, demons, bad people. They cannot harm our Asha because we have her high, right? She's above gods and devils and men. She's too high. She's too holy. Their darkness can't come up into her light. Their hate and their control and their toxicity cannot come into her pure love. We have her protected in that light and love that she is, and we hold her there. Beautiful Magi. You know something beautiful? Spirit gives me songs, and I'll wake up singing them, because sometimes when you're coming from the spirit realm back here into form and matter, we can lose some of the downloads that we have. So Spirit will give me song. And I woke up this one morning singing, don't let them rule the sky. They're below you and I. Don't let them rule the sky. They're below you and I. Don't let them rule the sky. They're below you and I. And my friends, the sky, right? You hear about the sky gods, the warring gods. The sky, air, it represents thoughts, right? Don't let them rule your thoughts with those mixed gods, those mixed energies. Or don't let them rule our air, our atmosphere. They're below us. We're up here above gods and devils and men. My friends, we're that pure. As a matter of fact, we are the only religion out there that is the pure light. Every other one, I don't care if they call them right-hand path, left-hand path, good, evil, they all have the same thing. They have mixed gods that are good and bad, right? Even their devils and demons will do good for you or bad for you. Right? But we're the only one. It is the pure good, the pure light, Zoroaster, undefiled, undiluted, unmixed, only good. Right? And a lot of people, they don't want that. They don't choose that. They want the God that's going to smite their enemies. Right? They want that power and that fear. They like to take that spirit into them and attune with it, because, sometimes they're just not good people, but sometimes too, they've been hurt, they've been victimized, and they don't want to be a victim anymore. It's better to be angry and violent than to be a victim, right? It's one step up, but don't get stuck there, guys. You will never find your peace and your happiness. You'll never enjoy life in that state of mind. You got to go higher. Go to the pure. We're small here because we're the only ones doing this, but we are pretty powerful, aren't we? And I say that I'm trying to be humble, but we're freaking powerful, man. I've seen it in my life. I'll share a little story with you, because I know a lot of you are getting into this. Zarathustra says, if you want to be a magi, here's all you got to do. Propagate my message, share my message, you're magi. Nothing else. Now, magi that have come along in Zoroastrian temples, they've tried to add things to it. But if you want, call yourself a magi, you share the message. So a lot of you are coming together and you're sharing this message of Asha, making your own YouTube videos. So proud of you. I'm seeing, make sure if you're making videos, putting stuff out on social media, you got to tell me, because sometimes I just come across them and they're sometimes months, years old. I'm all, why didn't they tell me they're doing? I would love to have seen this. So if you're doing that, please let me know so I can go watch them and see them and thank you and be a part of it with you. So you don't have to worry. Again, we're above gods, devils, men. And so there was this guy, and I knew it, he was, what would you call, a spy, an infiltrator. He wasn't working on the same team we were on, and he was trying to take me down, right? And he told me later, because he'd been around, this guy, about a year was after it, but I kind of liked him, I won't get into all that, but anyway, he finally told me, he goes, dude, I almost died because he is trying to attack me and send demons and curses and blah, 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 blah. And he finally told me, he goes, dude, I almost died. And he told me all he had been doing and what he was up to. And I said, I know. And honestly, I'm surprised you're not dead. No one that has ever crossed me has lived. And it's not because God's my hitman, but, when darkness comes into light, it's not good for darkness. Man, if you can try this at home, go into a pitch black dark room, flip the little light switch. Not really a war, is it? You're just flipping a switch and the light runs out all the darkness. Right? The light is powerful, especially when you're dealing with Zoroaster pure light, that all good spirit, Asha, the highest principle of power of good, and you try to bring death, right? That spirit of death, it goes back on them, right? There's different rules and magic and stuff, 3 times, threefold, and so he's trying to bring death or curses, and it goes back and it annihilates him. And he said that he almost died, and he told me the whole story. It was pretty brutal. And I said, dude, why don't you just join us? Why do you mess with that? And I never really got an answer, but I'm guessing maybe, again, the only thing I can think is either they're just, and he didn't seem that way, but I'm sure there's people just hateful, not good, not nice, don't know where they incarnated from or what have you. Or maybe they've just been hurt and victimized and they're angry, and stuff. Just go to the light, guys. Asha is everything you've been looking for. And so here we're all over the place. I want to take us back to focusing on Asha. And here's what I want you guys to do. If you're still with me, I want you to actually do this. Because something beautiful happens when you take action, when you put your life force towards something, when you're giving it life and praise and worship. I want you today to attune yourself with Asha, with that pure spirit. Say, Holy Spirit, come. Fill me, Asha. Fill me with your pure light. That light that runs out the darkness. And envision this as you do it, guys. Go in that mind's eye. See the light of Asha filling you. And see it becoming you. As you give yourself to Asha and the light and love and that pure spirit, and she gives herself to you, where you're one. Your movement is her movement. Her movement is your movement, right? Zarathustra says, let me speak the words of your heart. When you speak, you're speaking Asha. And then Asha, she looks out of your eyes and you look out of Asha's eyes. You see people differently with the love of the pure spirit, and Asha sees them. And when you look into the eyes of Asha and she looks into your eyes, you realize you're one. You're looking at yourself. And as you become one with this light and you see yourself one with Asha, you're above the gods and the devils and men and those low frequencies of hate, unforgiveness, fear, curses, hexes, all that nonsense, all that baby dark stuff, silliness to us. Put so much fear in other people. We're above that. We're in this pure light. It doesn't affect us. They're just playing their little games in their little arena. They try to throw stuff at us, and it's just, what are they doing down there? It's so silly. I wish they'd join us. I wish they'd just step out of that arena of the lie and illusion. Be happy. Just see yourself as one with that all good spirit. Say, Holy Spirit, come. Asha, live. As you say that, see the power and life going into Asha. And as it does that, it's going into you. Asha, live in me. And I live in you. And then say, this is our power. Asha is all that represents. Love is, peace is, joy is, God good is. My beautiful friends, Asha is. Pray with me. We're going to pray a Shem Vahu and see yourself partnering with that all good spirit, that all good God, unmixed. See yourself partnering with your family of light. And see all the holy spells and prayers becoming yours. And then attune yourself. Do right, know right, be righteous. Just because it's right. Not to get anything, but just to attune yourself because it's the right thing to do. This has to be done in the heart. You can't fool the power. You have to really be the love. You have to really be the God good, the kindness. That's how you attune yourself. It's not just spoken words. It's allowing yourself to be forgiving and loving and kind and God good. Hashem Vahu, Vahastem Asti, Usta Asti, Usta Omai, Yatashai, Vestai Hashem. Say it with me, Magi. Asha is. Say it with me, Magi. Asha, live. Asha, live in me, and I live in you. Speak it with me, Magi. Asha, above the gods. Asha, above the devils. Asha, above men. Say it with me, Magi. Asha, the pure light that darkness and evil cannot enter. Say it with me, Magi. Asha, you are protected in that pure light and love. No harm can come to Asha. Asha is the real. Asha is the real. Asha is the real, the highest truth, perfect perfection. Asha is, I love you.